Hey everybody, this is me, Chris. I'm back to work. I started yesterday. First day back at work in a couple of months. It's going to be a little while to try to recover from the financial hit I took. But it's just part of life, right? And that's basically what I'm documenting. My life, parts of life of other people, and just life in general. And it was also my debut on the stage, community theater. So I finally found a place where I could be dramatic and not get in trouble. So that's always good. But I wanted to mention satellite radio. Can we talk about, I don't know. I got a little spot in the camera here, excuse me. Satellite radio. You know, I was like, my wife has satellite radio in the car, and she likes like stuff in satellite radio, and I'm like, it keeps going in and out, you know, and unlike a traditional radio signal, which just, you get a little static for a second, it just completely fucking drops, you know. So you're listening to something and it just drops. Well, let's talk about the sound, you know, and I'm, you know, a little bit biased because I am into sound, and I play music. I don't want to say I'm a musician because that's just too pretentious, and I've already gotten like feedback that maybe I'm pretentious, which I'm not. That's why I do a lot of self-deprecating things, because I try to give people both sides. I'm like, have an intelligent conversation, and then I'll be like, but I'm an idiot, you know, just to make it sort of, you know, a little bit easier to listen to. So I'm listening to satellite radio, and I don't know about the mid highs. It's like, basically to me, it sounds like the internet in 1994, you know, and this is like a free preview, and they're trying to get me to, to subscribe, but today is a free preview. Xbox or phone is on. And here's some talking, and I guess I can post talking because you're not allowed to post music, and I understand that. But can you really call the music on the satellite radio music if it just sounds like? I mean, I have like 78 records from 1902 that sound better than what I've been hearing. I'm just going through all the channels and stuff here. It's a free preview. So I'm like, oh, what do you got? Oh, another 100 channels of sports talk. You know, and sports talk is like, yeah, we got to get the ball from here to over there. Not we, but the people on the team that we root for got to get the ball from here to there. And it doesn't mean if it's, you know, it could be a basketball, a baseball, football, friggin' hockey puck, whatever. We need to get the hockey puck over there, or the baseball over here. You know, it's just the same bullshit. You know, millionaires and billionaires talking about their fucking games. It's like, get up and fucking do something. I'm tired of it. I am. I'm sorry. I haven't picked a favorite sport, and I have not picked a religion. Oh, Christianity, I haven't picked like one of the 35,000 denominations, literally, and I'm not like exaggerating, of Christianity, just joking. Let's not talk about that today. What I'm going to talk about is the signal that I hear from the satellite radio that I kept when I bought this car, or, you know, leased the car from, you know, the bank owns the car. But when I did that, I got letters, you know, hey, subscribe, you know, to the satellite radio that's in my, you know, 2018 Ford Model T or whatever the fuck it is. And I was like, okay, let me check it out. And then, you know, the wife has it, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, you know, they have like things I might be interested in. They have a comedy channel because I'm like interested in comedy. I'd like to make it someday. And they have a Grateful Dead channel. I like the Grateful Dead, and there's like Allman Brothers and shit like that I like. But I'm listening to it, and I'm like, this sounds like shit. You know, it really does. There's like this wavering, like I said, sounds like an old dial-up connection from 1994 when you're like, oh, you know, you can download music now, you know, like just kind of like just before Napster. Even Napster sounded like better than this, I thought, like 1999. But like this signal is just awful. And one other thing, well, maybe two other things. Okay, sorry. You're paying for a subscription. This is pay radio, and there are commercials on the pay radio, so you're paying for fucking commercials. This is ESPN. What else is there? There's like I said, 900 channels of like, we gotta get the ball from here to there. You know, how many times can you say that? They have interviews with the players, you know, and it's always like, well, we got a good ball club. We just got to get the ball from here to there. Okay. You know, oh, the Patriots aren't doing good. Really? Well, you know, maybe they're only going to make $1 million and not $1 billion like everybody involved with the fucking thing, including the vendors, you know, are going to only make $1 million. You know, and then it's just dumb. All right, let's see what we got here.
To North Carolina and his brother.
That's G.
All right.
We talked to Max Sr.
What is this, like a murder podcast? Let me see here.
Let's have a sit down with him.
HLN, yeah, it's a murder podcast thing here. News and public radio. I mean, you know, AM radio, the AM radio signal. I remember when I was I went to music school. Pretentious. Yeah. I went to music school, right? One of the guys, teachers, was talking about AM radio, and we were discussing the difference between amplitude modulation and fucking modulation, whatever FM is, and he had mentioned AM stereo, and I remember making a comment in the back of the class. I was like, oh great, 2 channels of static, you know, which got, like, you know, people laughed, and I was like, well, this is fun, people are laughing at me, great. But it's true, AM radio signals aren't the greatest for sound quality, for the dynamic range, but I would prefer that over this sound, which is just the warbling of the high mids, and just no every time you hear a cymbal, it's like, it's just awful. Is it just me? I'm gonna get to the point. This is the part in the bottom of the screen where it says the point. This is the point. How do you feel about satellite radio? How do you feel about the fact that you're paying for something that is got ads on it, so you're paying for fucking ads? You know, I always thought pay TV, cable TV, when I first heard about it, like I was about 11 years old, and like, hey, you got pay TV. Oh great, there won't be any ads because you're paying for like just the TV, right? No, they put, you know, a price tag on the subscription, and then they add the ads in there as well. It's like they're not just satisfied with making money, they gotta make a lot of fucking money, because that's the way it is, you know. No one can just be satisfied with $1 billion. They need to have $1 billion trillion. And so I always thought that it would be ad free. Okay, when you're paying for something, you don't want ads, and that's why I pay for YouTube Premium. Oh yeah, you're one of those people. Yeah, I am, because I don't want to see any ads. It kind of ruins the whole thing. Like if I'm on the cable TV and they have free movies, you know, free V or whatever the hell it is, and they're like ads, you know, like Hulu has ads if you don't pay for the top tier. It just ruins the mood for me in the moment. If you're watching a movie and you're intent on watching the movie, and then all of a sudden it switches like that, I don't know. It jars me into like a different thing, because you want to lose yourself in a movie, and then all of a sudden you are brought back to the reality of, you know, the shitty world that we live in, and everything comes crashing down. So I don't like when I see ads on movies and such. But the satellite radio, I don't like it, and I want to, like, if you like satellite radio, let me know. Tell me why you like it. If you don't like satellite radio, let me know. But I can't, I'm not, and I hate it. I get in the letters all the time. You know, subscribe to satellite radio. Emails. They got my email address, probably because when I leased the car, I had to give them my email address. But emails, letters. And no, I don't want your shitty sounding system, and there's like a bunch of channels. Oh, you're gonna try to knock us out with we have 300 channels. You got 300 channels of shit, you know, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, there might be a few good things, a podcast or comedy podcasts or music, and I don't have to go over that again, but the amount of things you have does not convince me to, you know, oh, they have 300 things, I'm going to give them money. No, it's not like that. It's like the quality has to be, if you have good quality and you have less things, that's what I want. That's all I'm saying. Okay, everyone have a good day. I'll see you later. No, I won't. Bye.